When talking about male archetypes, both the Sigma male and Alpha male stand at the top in their own unique way. Both are leaders in their own right and often have a strong presence wherever they go. However, there are significant differences between the two, even though they might seem similar in many ways. They are both confident, ambitious, and have a strong sense of self, but they act and behave very differently. Some may argue that the Alpha male is superior, while others believe that the Sigma male is actually the one in control. So let's take a look at the 7 main differences between these two powerful archetypes. Number 1. Independence versus dominance. Imagine you're in a jungle, and there are 2 lions ruling the land. One lion loves to be in the center of everything, roaring loudly and showing everyone he's the boss. This lion is the Alpha male. Now, there's another lion who also has strength and courage, but he prefers to stay in the shadows, observing and acting only when necessary. This lion is the Sigma male. Alpha males are all about dominance. They like to lead the pack, give orders, and be the center of attention. They're the ones who would stand on a stage and proudly declare, "I am the Alpha." They enjoy being the leader and thrive on their ability to command and control. Being on top means having power over others and showing everyone they're in charge. But Sigma males are quite the opposite. They don't need a crowd to feel powerful. They're like lone wolves who are comfortable being on their own. They don't crave attention or approval from others. They prefer to trust their own instincts and make decisions based on their own rules. They can be just as strong and fearless as Alpha males, if not more, but they like to work behind the scenes, quietly achieving their goals without making a big fuss about it. Think about it this way. If you were to join a group project, the Alpha male would be the one assigning tasks and taking the lead, making sure everyone follows his orders. The Sigma male would be the one silently working on his own part without having to be in charge or needing constant supervision or praise. He could also be the leading force behind the scenes in some cases, orchestrating everything without anyone even realizing it. He finds satisfaction in knowing he's done a good job, even if no one else sees it. Both types have their strengths. Alpha males thrive in social situations and are at their best when they're in control and have a sense of authority. However, Sigma males excel in their quiet and reserved approach, which is often noticed only by those who pay close attention. While Alpha males dominate from the top, Sigma males quietly rule from within. So when you see these 2 lions, remember, one loves the roar of the crowd and leading the pride, while the other is satisfied walking alone, being a powerful silent force. Both are kingly in their own right, but they walk their kingdoms in very different ways. Number 2. Charismatic presence versus mysterious charm. The Alpha male instantly grabs everyone's attention. He's like a magnet for eyes and ears. People are drawn to his confidence and outgoing nature. You hear his loud laughter, see his bold gestures, and feel his energy. He wants to be noticed, and he makes sure he is. His charismatic presence is all about being bright and bold, like a shining star. However, the Sigma male's approach is completely different. He doesn't command attention with loudness or boldness. He has a quiet, mysterious charm that intrigues people. He might stay on the sidelines, observing more than he speaks, but this very silence and calm presence make people curious about him. His mystery is what draws others in, wanting to know more about him. Alpha males thrive on interaction. They enjoy being the center of a conversation and influencing any group. They are like team leaders, rallying everyone around them. This charismatic presence makes them seem like natural-born leaders. Sigma males prefer to keep a low profile. They engage only when necessary and usually provide insightful or meaningful input. Their mysterious charm doesn't require the spotlight. They are more like lone wolves, comfortable in their own company, but intriguing enough that people still gravitate towards them. They may not be the ones leading a group, but they often hold a lot of influence over others. Number 3. Social status versus authenticity. Alpha males can't live without social status. They want to be noticed and respected by everyone around them. They thrive on being popular and admired. Approval and recognition from others are really important to them. They feel powerful when they are at the top of the social ladder, and they work hard to stay there. Sigma males are the exact opposite. They're like that mysterious kid who sits quietly at the back of the class. They don't care about being popular or what others think of them. They don't feel the need to impress every person they meet. Instead of chasing after popularity, they prefer staying real. They value authenticity over fitting in or being accepted by everyone. A Sigma male would rather have a few close friends who truly understand him than a crowd of acquaintances who just admire him from afar. While the Alpha male constantly worries about maintaining his high rank, the Sigma male is busy being his real self. Be it at work, school, or social events, the Alpha is always on the lookout to strengthen his position and gather followers. The Sigma doesn't care about any of that. He is comfortable with who he is and doesn't need external validation. This allows him to stay focused on his goals without getting distracted by what others think of him. When the Alpha male walks into a room, he wants everyone to notice and acknowledge him. The Sigma male might walk in, do what he needs to, and leave without making a big deal. He is like the quiet guy in class who only speaks up when he has something important to say. He might not be the popular one, but when he does speak, everyone listens. Number 4. Needing others versus relying on yourself. An alpha male is only an alpha if they're leading the pack. They need a group to lead or dominate to define themselves, which ties them to certain behaviors and social circles. Their self-esteem is often linked to the opinions of others, so they can't function without a pack. If they don't have an audience who looks up to them, they may not feel as confident or powerful. That's the downside of being in the spotlight all the time. A Sigma male doesn't need any of this to be himself and is fine with the social hierarchy as long as he enjoys what he's doing. He can actually do better on his own, not relying on anyone at all. This gives him greater social freedom because he's not bound to a certain group or image. He can be a part of different groups without feeling like he has to belong to only one. His self-worth is not tied to the opinions of others, making him more independent and less influenced by peer pressure. Number 5. Ego versus humility. While both the Sigma and Alpha males are confident in their own abilities, they have very different levels of ego. Alpha males believe they're the best and are not shy about showing it. This is because they get a lot of their confidence from how others see them. They need that external validation to boost their ego. They get a kick out of being number one and want everyone to know it. However, Sigma males have a more humble approach. They don't need to prove anything to anyone. They don't need to boast about themselves or their achievements. They're confident, sure, but they don't let it go to their heads. They understand their worth, but prefer to let their actions speak for them. Think of the humble lion who doesn't need to roar to assert his power. He knows it, and that's enough for him. While an alpha might feel threatened by someone else's success, a Sigma is happy to see others succeed. He doesn't see it as a competition or a threat to his own status. This humility allows him to support others without any ulterior motives. He is secure in his own abilities and doesn't need to prove himself by putting others down. The alpha male might dominate the room in social situations, making sure all eyes are on him, while the Sigma male stands back, comfortable in his own skin. He doesn't need the spotlight to feel good about himself. He's more about staying true to himself than trying to be the best in everyone's eyes. So when you compare the two, the alpha male's ego can sometimes make him come off as arrogant, while the Sigma male's humility makes him seem more approachable and down to earth. The alpha is like a Lamborghini. Everyone notices it, but it comes with a lot of noise. The Sigma is more like a Porsche 911 with the exhaust in quiet mode, equally powerful if not more, but with a subtle and understated presence. Both have their appeal, it just depends on what you're looking for. Number 6. Quality versus quantity. When it comes to relationships and friendships, alpha males and sigma males take very different paths. Alpha males focus more on quantity. They like having a big group of friends and acquaintances. They enjoy being around people and being the center of attention. For an alpha, the more people who know and like him, the better. He feels strong and important when he is surrounded by a lot of people. Having many friends and followers boosts his confidence. His social circle is wide, and he thrives on being admired by many. Sigma males see things completely differently. They don't care about having a large group of friends. They prefer quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. They are more selective with who they let into their inner circle and who they consider as true friends. Instead of having a large group of acquaintances, they would rather have a few close friends they can trust and rely on. Even one good friend is enough for them. Many people misunderstand this as being antisocial, thinking that sigma males don't like being around people. But the truth is, they just avoid boring people and pointless conversations. Alpha males might accept that if they have an ulterior motive, but sigma males don't see the point in it. For the alpha male, popularity is key. He goes to all the parties, joins every group, and makes sure he's seen and heard. His goal is to be known and liked by as many people as possible. It's like he's always on a mission to collect friends, just like kids collect trading cards. The more he can add to his collection, the more powerful he feels. The sigma male might not be the life of the party, but he doesn't feel the need to be. Instead of attending every big event, he may prefer to spend time with his closest friends in a calm and quiet setting. It's all about the bond and connection, not the numbers. While alpha males may have a large crowd of friends and followers, sigma males have a small, tight-knit group of people who would do anything for them. And for a sigma, that's all he needs. Number 7. Perception versus reality. People often think that alpha males are the kings of the social world, always strong and always right. They seem to have it all: the friends, the success, and the admiration. But the reality is not always like that. Alpha males sometimes feel a lot of pressure to keep this image. They want to be seen as the best, and this can make them feel stressed and even lonely. Sigma males are often perceived as loners who do not fit in. People may underestimate them because of their reserved nature, but the reality is that these individuals are just comfortable being themselves. They don't feel pressure to maintain a certain image or social status, which gives them more freedom and less stress. Many people think sigma males are quiet because they are shy or unfriendly, but they are actually just selective with who they open up to and what they share. They value their privacy and prefer to keep their personal life separate from their public persona. People often have a preconceived notion of what an alpha or sigma male should be like, but the reality will always be more complex and individualized. The comparison between them is not about who is better, but about understanding the different qualities each type brings to the table. Both have their strengths and weaknesses, and neither is superior to the other. If you compare them from a different angle, you'll see that they can actually complement each other well, let alone if they are in the same team or working together.